Bust with me, baby. Come with me, baby. I can say the word come in every language. I'm a poon hound. That's a hell of a theme song right there.
Well, I mean, it'll lead perfectly into exactly what I wanted to talk about today.
And what did you want to talk about today?
Gross terms for coming.
Hell yeah.
Like, so I was having...
I mean, rad terms for coming.
terms for all the coming terms. Nah, it was, so I banged Redacted the other day.
Mm-hmm. CIA chick.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And she told me, bust on my butt.
Bust on my butt. Is she an English major? That's some alliteration right there.
I hope. I don't know if it was bust on my butt or bust on my ass. But in
Bust
my
them
head,
beans on my butt.
bust your beans on my butt. Bust your bean bag on my butt, buddy. So she said that. I like kind of started laughing. I was like, So of course I busted my beanbag bro load on her butt.
Fuck. I think I'm gonna turn too high.
So
Test. Beanbag. Bust on a beanbag butt. Much better.
Bust on a beanbag butt.
Yeah, it was a little too high there.
Oh, well, that might be a little too high. Scroll down a little bit.
We's engineers.
So it take a little bit of time, but problem is we don't have no headphone jack. We can't listen to nothing.
Problem is headphones are across the room.
We have headphones, but we just lazy as shit.
Yeah. We draw straws, but we only have straws that are the same size, so it's a fucking wash every time.
Well, we took the one straw, cut it in half to snort with, so.
Exactly. What are we snorting? Comet dishwashing soap.
Comet dishwashing soap.
Anywho, back to busting on this broad's beanbag butt.
All I'm imagining is the beanbag butt, like a fucking like
one of those
lumpy fucking frumpy butts
covered in dog piss. Fucking leaking out the side.
And every time you plop on it, a bunch of beans shoot out the little hole in the seam.
My life.
So I busted on this girl's leaking beanbag butt.
Anyway, go on with your story.
It just made me laugh. I was like, man, and it got me thinking. It got me thinking really hard about like the ways like you talk about coming. And I was like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say bust on like bust your nut. Like I've never heard a girl.
It's a very guyish term.
Like I guess if I were like banging a dude and he said bust on me,
I mean that wouldn't seem so out of place.
Yeah, but if I'm banging a girl
just,
and I hear
just the guys,
bust on me, I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
I want you to pull it out and spank it till it comes on me. Yeah. Fucking spank it on my butt.
So, but that's pretty much what happened. I pulled out, I came on her, and she like did this weird like tit job thing with her butt, like, because and she just like,
Bro, a titty fucked her in the ass.
I never thought of that. I totally titty fucked her ass cheeks with my cum lube.
I'm not sure that qualifies, but
Yeah,
okay.
it does. It totally does. Well, she doesn't have, like, she's not stick, so she doesn't, like, titty fuck or whatever, and she's all self-conscious about it, talking about getting implants. Like, if you get implants, you're gonna look weird. But, because she's got a huge ass, I don't know why she'd worry about her titties up top.
That's right. You gotta fuck up that self-esteem. Then they always come crawling back to you. Here's what you should do. Convince her to get nipples tattooed on her butt.
I'm slipping way too fucking much.
Just try and cover your mouth like a little Japanese girl when you laugh. Do you need,
Laugh like that.
do you need a let me get you a pop filter. It might help.
I got one.
Oh yeah, you got one. Let me get it for you though.
Let me get it for you.
Anywho,
So I got this girl talking to me like a bro, and it just kind of threw me off. I'm laughing, and I just thought about like ways of saying, and you know how like in porn they don't like, they might say jizz, which I think is kind of gross too.
jizz is, yeah.
I don't like calling it jizz. Unless you're
Yeah.
referring to it in a manner where it needs, like, the context of calling it jizz makes sense.
Yeah, and see, cum is like the universal, like, kind of accepted one, and it's not even ideal.
Well, I don't want to ejaculate on somebody.
Yeah, it's
that
like-
doesn't sound sexy at
Like,
all.
unless you're in a doctor's office or something.
I'm going to ejaculate all over you. It doesn't sound hot.
Sounds like you're having some kind of medical emergency.
Oh my god, I'm going to ejaculate all over me, doctor. It sounds like it's like right out of ER.
Pretty sure that was a line in ER. Clooney said
Clooney.
that, yeah. Almost certainly.
I'm certain
No.
this sounds good on my mic right now.
Oh, dude, yeah. This is the ASMR portion of the podcast. For all you ASMRs out there.
What is an ASMR? Anything to
They're
do with
those-
Myanmar?
There's all those Myanmarese people.
Oh.
You're Burma. You're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, you're
and
bullshit.
All those Myanmars like to get their ass Mars tickled while
Get
they're
their
genociding all those
ass-mars.
Muslims.
All them Myanmars have asthma giving ass Mars.
Damn, dude, an asthmatic ASMR, like he just like fucking wheezes into the microphone all up close. And like little kids are listening to that shit.
It sounds like one of your dogs breathing up close.
Yeah. Dude, I love though when like in the middle of the night my parents are sleeping and the dogs are all sleeping and all of their snoring has synced up into one giant monster
it's just
snore
like-
that's like a symphony. Yeah, like or like
they
first
all
time
inhale
England
and exhale
slept
at the
over
same
like he was
time.
in the other. Yeah, they all snore in unison, and England thought that like when he first spent the night, like there was a monster in my living rooms. It's
There's a monster in your living room. And the way his father would probably say it, because we can't do British accents, there's a monster in your living room, Frank.
England. There's a monster in your living room.
Oh, it's so fucking mean. We did that to him all of high school, and
He loved that shit.
he probably did.
England loved whenever you'd point out his Britishness, do an accent to him. His favorite thing is when you
Say
ask him
Harry
to say
Potter.
Harry Potter. England told me that having an English accent, it's like wearing a cast that you're never going to get taken off.
Oh.
Everywhere you go, you have to talk about it.
Ugh, my God,
Jesus.
that's terrible. Oh, you're from England? Will you say something from Britain?
Say something from Britain.
Oh, say
That's
something
that's
from Britain,
it's a
there.
hallmark of bad English accents is when people just like make all T's silent. Britain.
Britain. Britain.
Do any of them talk like that?
Mm, Maybe.
Probably.
Probably. What I heard a lot when I went to England, I heard a lot of people with American accents. I heard a lot of Irish accents. The people with British accents, I guess you get so like used to them because they're so nice. Like a good like from London, not a blimey, not an old crusty old English teacup like me. Nothing like
I'm
that.
just a tea sipping cunt.
I like my tea the way I like my cunts.
Bagged. And
I don't know. I just had a fucking
3 times a day.
I had a bad build-up.
Hot off the kettle.
Hot off the kettle, yeah. And now I'm almost blending into Australian, maybe. But like everyone
It's all
just
the same thing.
everyone just had to like no one sounded like shit. The only shitty part about London was the constant rain and the food.
I hate London. Everybody here sounds like shit.
I fucking hate London.
I fucking hate London, bro.
Fuck London.
Fuck London, bro. Can you believe that they all have to fuck the Queen once per year?
You believe that?
All 365 of them have their day.
365.
It's like a bee. It's like
Englishmen.
a beehive. Everybody's got to fuck the Queen.
That's fucked up.
Have cunts. Oh, baby, we'll travel. If you need your cunt stuffed in a I'll travel.
Is this how I gotta get high nowadays, dude? With this little pod thing?
In the future, we're all gonna be getting high in pods all the time. You're getting high off your pod on your pod right now.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
So you're telling me everyone in the future to get high is gonna be smoking pods?
Everybody's gonna smoke pod on pods.
Don't get pods confused with our pods. Because my biggest issue right now is there's too many BBCs in my pogs.
See, I think that
I don't have a problem with the BBCs.
I've got no moral argument. You know,
but there's just not enough BWCs.
WWCs. What are WWCs?
Wanking white cocks.
Fucking
wrinkly white cocks.
Whale white cocks. White whale cocks.
That's the move. A whale cock.
So the reason we started potting today is because we were talking about the euphemisms for when a man's gotta catch that nut. You know, catches you all around town, getting into all sorts of puss, and some bitch tells you to bust on her butt.
Back butt.
So we got, of course, busting, coming, and there's took a gay boy speed.
Oh, that's what that. Okay, so gay boy speed. I told you about. So the kid, he's a little gay boy in my class. He's a friend of mine. I've known him since I started school there. And he goes, "Do you have any speed? I'm having a get together with a couple of friends. And I just go, you and a couple of friends, huh? Just all gonna be hanging out together.
I may have
Letting it hang out together.
I may have been born, but I wasn't been born yesterday.
That's what I was like, you and a couple of guys, huh? I immediately said a couple of guys. And he was like, guys, girls, just friends hanging out. You know, whatever happens, happens. I go, yeah.
An anything goes sort of situation.
And then I was like, okay. So after a couple of jokes about, you know, everyone's hanging out together. Guys are probably going to listen to the Beatles. Come together. So I was landing some jokes. It was like a fucking G-dang X Games out there, and all my jokes were the kickflips.
Oh, yeah.
I was flipping it out, baby. I was crushing.
You're like Bruce.
Oh, Bruce. So I was out here slaying.
Sinbad.
Oh, dude. I was Sinbad and Sinbad.
Okay, we got another term for coming.
Sinbagging.
Oh, dude, I sin-bagged on her. It's when you come in a windbreaker.
That's gold. So, I Sinbagged. So, gay boy,
Yeah.
I don't want to say his name, so we're just going to keep it a gay. But, oh, what if it, redacted. We'll go back redacted, because what if I ever show Peaches this? That's his nickname, I call him. Peaches. It's his pet name for him.
I mean,
But anyway.
he doesn't seem like the type to be offended, but still. Well, redacted.
Redacted.
Redacted. We got to take a black marker to this part of the screen.
I want to just redact the whole part.
Yeah, fucking drawing on the Mac screen.
Black.
Yeah, don't
Black out
listen
the
to
tracks.
this part here.
No, listen, this one and this one. So, he's talking to me about, he's asking me for, but when someone walks up to me and asks for speed,
Now in Missouri, that's got a meaning.
it's got a meaning, and it ain't Adderall. And he goes, well, I mean, like, Adderall or, like, Ritalin. I'm like, who the fuck gets Ritalin anymore? What year is this? Is this the 90s? Almost certain they discontinued Ritalin.
Fucking horse tranquilizers and
So I was like, all right, I'll keep my ear to the ground. He's like, yeah, Coke or Adderall or, you know. I'm like, what? So you gave me a list of two things. You want either Coke or Addies. Don't say speed because it's going to mean something right now. And
you can't fucking unring that bell.
no. So I was just like, all right, man, I'll keep my ears out. And, you know, talking about coming together in his little gay boy jerk-off fest. That's cool and all. I mean, hanging out with your bros and jerking off, I guess, anywhere is kind of spooky, but...
I mean,
But I guess
honestly,
for them, maybe it's not
gay
because...
guys get all... Yeah, because they...
For me, it's spooky
Just
because
imagine-
I don't want to, like... If someone's jerking off and then I sit in their load or step in their load, I put my elbow in their load.
I mean, it's just like...
And there's another one.
It's like putting your elbow in the girl's, like, vag juice, though. Like, if...
Well, that's not bad.
Because,
Oh,
for them...
yeah,
Because, like,
you got me.
as far as, like, the gay boys...
got me.
all the gay friends I know, like, you know, they basically put it like this. Like,
Jizz ain't
what
bad
if,
for
like...
them.
What if, like, every girl just, like... would want to just fuck all the time and like because for gay dudes like
That's
you know
gold.
for gay dudes you can go to a park at night and just fuck some like hot 18-year-old. We don't have that luxury.
I don't have that luxury.
See?
And the thing is, for them, I guess they don't really deem it terrible. And what's fucked up is if I
They're
deemed...
guys. They're still men.
Yeah,
Like,
they're still...
we would do it if women would
Men
let
are
us.
men.
Exactly.
But
Men-
like if I go out
men
and
like to
there's
catch
just
that
some
nut.
there's some god, that's another like load. That was one I was thinking about earlier. Give me your load. Ugh. My
fucking-
payload.
fucking dump that load on.
Dump your load, babe.
Just turn around and shit on her.
Take a shit in one hand and come in the other. Which one's going to be better? It's like not even a good question. It doesn't mean it.
How are you gonna come in your hand if your non-jerk hand is like a cup in your asshole, too? You're gonna catch your cum with the hand you're jerking with? Unless you're just fucking polishing the head
Yeah,
real hard.
You gotta aim your cum into the same hand you're shitting in.
Damn.
So you get a swirl.
Oh, you ever come on your own ass?
You can either come on your own ass or just come on a pile of shit. I can't stop it. What a fucking,
we're hitting our stride with this podcast thing.
What a disgusting image. A pile of shit with a load on top of it. Just a white, creamy cum
like
shot
a
on top of a
big
turd.
Chocolate Long John with white icing.
I just had
Be
to
like, hey, yo,
laugh
Schnooks, I got some baked goods for you. Carry it all the way there in a shoebox.
I just had to laugh farts. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. I'm crying, yeah.
We'll be right back after our musical guest.
Oh my god, yes. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool progression.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back to riffing now that we're in music mode. We're making some cool shit here.
Yeah,
This is what I did. I did say this would the musical guest would be out next. Surprise, still us. Fucking quiz.
quiz. Guess what? Still us, you idiots.
How we fucking got you good, didn't we?
Got you good, you stupid son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Outcast is here.
Fucking
I'm Big
idiots.
Toy.
I'm Big Boy.
Big Toy.
I'm Big Toy. And
This
I'm
is my friend Will I Ain't.
Will I Ain't. I'm Blondre 2000.
Oh yeah, Will I Ain't's in the Black Eyed D's.
Black IDs.
Black Eye.
Black ID. That's so fucked up. What if you needed a special ID that stated you were a black person? It was like, I
Let me see
am
your
a
fucking
black
papers.
man. Let me see your fucking papers, bud.
Yeah, those shoes are way too fucking cool for some white motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I would immediately
see
ask to
Black
see.
ID.
If I see a white kid wearing Jordans, it's like, let me see your papers.
If some fresh to death motherfucker's got some Air Force Ones on
And he's
in
a
2019,
Yeah, I don't believe it.
I'm a jumper dumper Air Force Ones.
Shipper derper down my Air Force One.
I've been jacking in my Air Force Ones.
I've been kicking in my Air Force One. How, as a resident of St. Louis, and can we really shout out like our artists?
You mean Nelly, a friend of the show?
Friend
of the show, Nelly.
Friend of the show, Nelly.
Oh, I got one. I'll be busting on your Air Force buns.
Dude, I hate it. I hate busting a nut. I
fucking love busting so much.
I just love busting
fucking
nuts.
Gay for busting.
Oh, God. Like busting nuts, fucking
Yo,
creaming. I want to cream.
My name's Dustin, but all my friends call me Bustin'.
My name's Dustin Duts, but all my buddies call me Bustin' Nuts.
All of them.
Everyone, even my church friends.
Yeah. I won't tell them my real name.
Dude, have you ever met someone who introduces themselves as a nickname, but it's a nickname that you later found out nobody calls them?
It's like, you motherfucker trying
Well,
to
dude.
Shanghai a nickname onto me.
The only person who's ever done that to me and caught me off guard with their nickname was Big Love, and I just would thought that was random and wild. I was like,
See, the nickname
Big
has to be
Love.
as good as Big Love.
well, he goes,
That's a good nickname.
we had class all semester, and then he wanted my phone number so we could jam and make music and stuff. And I'm like, here's my phone number, call me or text me. And he goes, it's Chris Big Love Schweisguth. And I never called him Big Love once all semester. I didn't even, like, he just sat behind me and he noticed my MF Doom laptop background. And was like, is that Doom? Cool. And I was like, all right, you're cool. You know what's up. And texted me, my name is Chris
Okay.
Big Love Schweisguth.
Maybe
So I imagine
maybe
everyone called him Big Love.
Not even like his band.
Turns out no one knows him as Big Love except me.
Yeah, I'm really into personalized nicknames.
So personal that only one person
You
knows.
should call me Zach, spelled X-A-K.
Zach.
Fucking,
Oh, God. Zach, I believe, like, back in the Club Kid days in the 90s, Zach and, like, there was a combination of Xanax, acid, and ketamine.
Jim Zach throwing some fucking Zach.
Then there was Zach spelt with an H, which is Xanax, acid, heroin, and ketamine.
I mean, fucking pick one. Like, you know, heroin's good enough.
Just one.
You know? Oh, here, but like, Booty, from now on, you were to put me in your phone and always call me Frank Big Pud Williams.
Big Pud.
No, that's a fucking dope nickname.
Big Pud's a good nickname. You know it's not a good
It's
nickname?
almost an oxymoron, I feel like. But
Big Pudge.
it just sounds like phonetically bad.
It does. My cousin, who nobody likes, Jeff, he goes by the nickname Pudge or Pudgy. I'm like,
Trying to
first
lean
off,
into it or
don't
something?
you never call me a pud. Like, calling someone a pud, I feel like it's as bad as calling someone, like, and truly meaning it, calling someone like a dumbass.
But it's got a sexual connotation to it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You're almost calling, it's almost like a little prick or something.
A little prick.
Yeah, but worse. Or a fucking chode. It's similar to chode.
Dude,
feel
I would never in my life want a chode. I remember for like...
Bro, chodes.
You remember in middle school when people were obsessed with calling people chodes and everyone assumed Kyle had a chode because somebody made fun of him?
I forgot
It was,
about that.
I think it was Kayla got mad at him because they broke up.
Said
and
he had a
she,
chode?
Yeah.
No.
it
No,
was
but see, a chode isn't necessarily a bad
it's just
thing
all
in-
girth and
in
no
theory.
height.
Yeah, but that's where the fucking girth wins championships.
Girth wins and fire, man.
Girth, wind, and fire. Oh, lordy, that's a good one.
Love.
So, in order, like, in addition to our Jimmy Buffett cover band, All You Can Eat Buffet, we're gonna have to start an Earth, Wind, and Fire cover band called Girth, Wind, and Fire.
Well, of course we gotta have a girth, wind, and fire. The all-you-can-eat buffet, the Jimmy Buffett cover
Featuring
band,
Girth, Wind, and Fire.
featuring girth, wind, and
Where
fire.
we come out in blackface and big rubber dicks hanging out of our pants. White dicks, though. We don't go black dicks. That's just racist.
That's racist. That's stereotyping them.
It is. See, that's some bad taste. Al Jolson never let a big black pud hang out of his pants. He probably did.
Yeah, he did, dude. Are you kidding me? Al Jolston, the
Al
original
Jolston.
blackface.
The original wigger.
That's true. Eminem got all his cues from Al Jolson.
Dude, like, the guy, like, he had to know that shit was on its way out, right? Because he was pretty much the last one doing it. When did he stop touring? Like 97?
Who? Jolston? Pretty sure he's dead by the 90s.
Nah, bro. I'm pretty sure. Fucking, I saw him at Warped Tour one year.
Dude, you're right. He was at Warped Tour. He was on right after Story of the Year and right before Real Big Fish.
I saw him between the first and second Papa Roach set.
Papa Roach had a 2-set headline.
Yeah,
here.
like Fish.
Papa Roach comes to St. Louis and stays for 3 days and sells out every night.
They could sell out.
He's like Garth Brooks.
Savvis Center for a month straight. I bet.
Hey, would you blow me? Is like Garth Brooks of the fucking punk.
Is that guy's?
It's not punk rock. What is that? 90s alternative butthole rock?
It's like post hardcore butt rock.
God damn it!
Now,
it's so
is this
post.
real? Is that his real fucking name? Jacoby Shat on my dick. Jacoby Shat Dicks.
I didn't know we got that far. I thought his name was Haywood Jablomi.
I mean,
Or Haywood Jacoby, and then I don't know. We had fucking shats on my dick.
Many
Or
aliases.
what is it? Jacoby Shadow my dick.
Well,
Shadow on my dick.
We have two variations that we need to vote on.
All right.
We have Jacoby Shat Dicks or Jacoby Shat on my dicks. See, Shat Dicks is, if it goes with the, well, you know.
It goes. Just goes.
Fits the cadence better, but Shat on my dicks is,
Shat on my dicks.
maybe if we take a syllable out of the first name, Jocko Shat on my dicks.
The big, great bass player.
Yeah, fucking the great Papa Roach bass player, Jaco Pastorius.
The great Papa Roach bass player, Jacoby.
Jacoby Pastoral.
Jacoby Pastoral. Oh man. So there's a music producer I'm sure you're aware of, Steve Albini.
Yeah, that albino fella.
Yeah, that albino guy who makes all them records.
The band Big Black Dick.
Yeah. BBD.
Rape Man.
And Rape
That
Man.
actually is the name of one of his bands.
Rape Man?
Rape Man.
Oh boy. I
Like,
bet.
he got asked by like kind of a feminist blog, like, so like, what's the deal with that? And he's basically like, so I knew I was gonna have to answer for this one day. It was the '80s, and like, I'm not proud of it, but everybody likes that band.
Yeah, I guess it's a hard name to get over.
He's basically like, I can't defend it in any way. It's bad.
I mean,
And he owned it like in. It's like it honestly kind of like, I don't know. It changed the way I looked at certain things. Stopped being so defensive over rape and stuff.
stop being so defensive over rape. Jesus Christ.
No.
But my
I hate
professor.
rape, bro.
I hate rape.
I would rape a rapist.
I'd fucking. Oh. Well, you know what we should do with all the rapists and murderers in the world? Put them all on one
Rape 'em
island.
all.
Rape them all.
Rape them all ourselves.
Put them all on one island so all the murderers get raped and all the rapists get murdered until there's one rapist until there's two rapists
There's one raped murderer.
or there's two rapists turned murderers.
Two. I feel like we're missing now.
I'm missing an element. I
One
can't remember
raped
how it goes.
murderer.
Because that's
or-
one of them. One raped murderer.
Or two raped rapists. Fuck.
I can't. I've heard it both ways.
If you were on a desert island alone, name one rapist and one murderer you would take with you.
John Wayne Gacy, so I would only have to deal with one other person.
Double Wayne. Yeah, dude, that's fucking, that's efficient.
Thank you. That or Dahmer, because then I would like to know that I'm being eaten and utilized properly.
You
I
know,
want him to use my pelt as cloth. And I want
And, is your head for the top of a shrine?
I only went with a murdering rapist because I don't know any rapists who are just rapists.
Danny Trejo's character in Con Air, Johnny 23.
Johnny 23.
More like Johnny 46 if I really
It's so stupid.
Dude, it's the fucking best movie there is.
You know, Danny Trejo is like the star of Nick Waterhouse's new music video coming out.
The man can do it all.
Man he can be in kid movies, Spy Kids, or he can be a rapist, Machete.
It's the same exact character too.
Really?
That's their same universe.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Spy Kids and Machete. I'm talking about Con Air rapist and
Same
Machete.
character. Johnny 23 is the Spy Kids Uncle Machete.
Makes sense. Machete is actually Mexican for Johnny.
So, gotta bring this Johnny's hack down some wood, hack down some weeds in the backyard. My Johnny.
Gotta go in the garage, grab my Johnny, sharpen her out.
What if instead of a Johnson, you just start calling it your Johnny? I gotta pull my Johnny out in front of all these people.
My Johnny.
You want some of these?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Let's ASMR these popsicles into the mic.
Somebody one time told me they named their penis Peter, and I laughed and said, why? And he goes, because Family Guy. Peter Griffin finds out he's got a dick, looks down and goes, Peter. And then I go, that's pretty good. And he goes, also because Peter's ball chin. I'm like, interesting. Mm-hmm. So your balls are his chin and the rest of his face is your dick? And he's like, yep.
That's kind of like that old like one-liner joke. It's like ever heard of the book Trails in the Sand by Peter Dragon?
That's pretty good.
Spots on the Wall by Hu Flung Poo. It's my favorite book. Anytime someone asks me in class my favorite book, I'm like, Trails in the Sand by Peter Dragon. There's those scissors.
By Peter Dragons.
Throw fucking scissors at me.
Well, I gave you a toss. I tossed the scissors at you. Big deal.
Yeah, put some English on them and they're fucking spinning at me.
Put a little elbow grease on that
Put a little
one.
fucking English on it.
I always thought that was so funny. To put English on it means like to spin it. I don't understand that at all. I do not understand this like basics of that saying.
Yeah, the meaning of that one got lost somewhere in time. Like bowling.
Kind of like how I started talking about Al Jarbini.
Famous
The famous record producer and Beach Boy guitarist.
blackface aficionado.
And my professor. So the base of that whole story about Al Jardine and our Steve Albini is that
Who are we fucking talking about again?
my music professor.
Okay.
Because my music professor got an internship and worked for Steve Albini. And when I came home and there's the picture of Pet Sounds on the wall with Al Jardine's guitar pick, and I tried to say Steve Albini and I said Al Jarbini, and I just kept blending the names of Al Jardine and Steve Albini to where we got to the point where it's like Steve Vanderbeanie. It's like our names have evolved so far.
James Vanderbean.
Famous record producer, guitarist, the Beach Boys, and star of Dawson's Creek.
Man.
The thing is, our jokes become this deep rabbit
so
hole
talented.
of nonsense that, like, we'll have a joke where you remember, like, we'll say something, I'm like, we're gonna have to devolve this joke 3 steps before I understand where we're at.
Yeah, run it through the filter a couple times.
Like pert near. I completely forgot where that was from and what it was. And then I got to the point where it was like, who's the drummer of Rush?
Neil Peart.
Neil Peart? Neil Peart near. So now,
Neil Peart near. Peart near played that drum solo.
Like it's like our jokes have become this dark rabbit hole that no one understands except us. But I drop our jokes on kids at school without any context at all, and they think man, I'm a fucking comical genius. And little do I know, it's been years of us brewing it.
We're I don't know, man. We just get to bounce in and we get to.
What was that? What was that? I said we were talking about, and I think we came up with. It was a few weeks ago. If you can at all remember the conversation, somebody said something or said a term that we used to say all the time, like a few years ago, and I was like, "We're either ahead of the game or these kids are so far behind."
You know,
it was like either a joke or
it was like a specific. It was
I can't rack my brain around it, but we'll get it. I'll think of it when I'm not thinking about it.
Right.
That's the worst.
I always think about things I don't think about them.
I almost only think about things when I'm not thinking about them.
Exclusively.
Man. Well, cocaine.
Excuse us. We'll be right back with our next musical guest.